Here we go, back again with another match day preview. And yes, Sunderland welcome Preston North End. Yes, Preston North End. They were originally known as Preston Nelson. Yes, Preston Nelson back in 1862 when they were formed as a cricket club. But yes, we welcome Preston North End to the Stadium of Light. And before we get on with the preview, remember you have a chance of winning a shirt in the next two home Sunderland games. What we're going to do is you're going to leave your score prediction down below in the comment section for Sunderland versus Preston North End. And if you get the score correct, you move on to the next home game. And then anybody who gets both of them correct, and you're the only person, you'll have a choice between the Real Madrid shirt and, yes, this ladies' England top. I believe it is a ladies' England top. A ladies' England top. So you ladies out there got a chance to win this shirt, and also you men who have, a female member of the family, you may be able to give that to as a present. Yes, your chance to win that. So we'll start off with Preston. So Preston North End, the result. Leave a comment down below in the comment section. You must be a subscriber to enter this competition. You must be a subscriber to enter this competition. And don't forget, I'm going to ask you a question a little bit later on in this video. So if you get this score prediction right, you'll go into the hat. But if someone gets both of them right, then they get first choice. If 3 people get them both right, then 3 people go into the hat. If only 100 people get one score right out of the next 2 games, then you're all going to the hat. You kind of know what I mean. I hope you do. I sometimes confuse myself. But anyway, yes, we're going to start with the Preston North End. I will be doing a preview for the next home game. Yes, the next home game. I'll do that one on Sunday. We'll start off with only the score predictions of the Preston North End game. Well, that's taken up 2 minutes of my time already. Yes, so the Lily Whites. The Lily Whites Preston North End. Founded back in 1880 when originally they were a cricket club back in 1862. 142 years young. Born in Deepdale. Yeah, they were born in Deepdale. They play the games in Deepdale. Preston weren't born in Deepdale. No idea where they were born. Who invented Preston North End? No clue. The manager's Rob Lowe. Not Rob Lowe. Ryan Lowe. Rob Lowe, yes. Rob Lowe from the St Elmo's Fire. No, Ryan Lowe is 44 years of age. And before he was manager of Preston, he was manager of Plymouth. He was a Plymouth manager. He was there for 128 games. 55 wins, 29 draws, 44 defeats and 42% win ratio. Yes, win ratio. So Rob Lowe, well done. Done a really good job at Plymouth as the manager. Now he's at Preston. And Ryan's been in charge of Preston for 38 games. Won 13, drawn 15 and only lost 10 with a kind of mediocre win ratio of 34%. But he's young, he's new at the game, new at this manager thing, new at Preston. Preston, I don't know what the ambitions are. Ambitions are this season, pardon me, at Preston. Is it going to be trying to get for the playoffs? It's a survival. How good are Preston North End? How good are they? How good can they be? At the end of the season, they finished about 13th or 14th last season. Now, it is the clash of the ex-Alex Neil clubs, but we don't even know. We'll forget about him anyway. I don't know who he is anyway. But Preston, one of Preston's most famous players ever is, I think, was it Bill Shankly? Did he play for Preston at one point over? Preston is 15th in the table, 3 points behind Sunderland, with 2 wins, 6 draws and 2 defeats. They've only scored 3 goals, but they've only let 4 in. That's a crazy statistic, that is. A crazy statistic. I know a few Preston fans. I do wish them all a safe journey up to the Stadium of Light. I wish you all the best and have a safe journey home, nice and safe back to Preston. Hopefully with no points, but I think Preston will be okay and safe this season, very comfortably. The last few games, a mixed bag of results. Away to Sheffield United, where they weren't, because they were at home. They weren't away. Don't say that. They were at home, but they got beat 2-0. Then they drew with Burnley, 1-1. They got beat off Birmingham, 1-0, and they beat Coventry 1-0. So there's a mixed bag of results there, isn't there? There's a draw, a couple of defeats and a win. Now, Troy Parrott, he was somebody who was going to come. We kind of thought he was on his way to Sunderland. We thought he was on his way to Sunderland, but clearly he wasn't. I kind of thought he was coming to Sunderland, but he's never scored a goal so far for Preston North End. Now that's normally a Sunderland type thing, isn't it? But hopefully this season we've turned the corner and that kind of thing doesn't happen anymore. He's played 10 games, not scored a goal. But they have this Emil Jacobsen. Emil Jacobsen, he's been there for 89 games, scored 19 goals. A 24-year-old Danish international, top quality, top draw player. And then we got Ben Whiteman, 26-year-old midfielder, 77 games and 5 goals he scored for midfield. It's a very dangerous side indeed. But for me, you know, the form that we are in, there's no reason why we can't take it to Preston and hopefully come away with a result. Now, head-to-heads with Preston North End. We've won 53, we've drawn 33, and we've lost 34. But the last time we actually beat Preston North End was way back in 2004. When Stephen Elliott scored a brace and Darren Carter scored a goal in a 3-1 victory. So it has been a while since we've, you know, beaten Preston North End. And like I said before, they did start off their history as a cricket club. Now, this is the team I think we will start against Preston on Saturday. But should we start Bennette? Should we start the young 18-year-old Bennette instead of Clark, or does Clark keep his place in the side? You let me know in the comments down below. Bennette scored that brace for Costa Rica. Absolutely brilliant goal he scored against Watford, controlled it with ease, you know, wise above his years. Should he be starting on the left-hand side for Clark, or does he come on after 60 minutes if Clark doesn't get his finger out? Now, Clark was one of the weak links for me when we played Watford, and that is the same team I think will start on Saturday that we actually start against what we did start against Watford. It's going to be a hard game. Preston are a good side, difficult side. Don't let many goals in, don't score many goals. Could it be a 0-0 draw? Hopefully not. Hopefully a win. So Patterson keeps his place in goal. The young lad come through the ranks doing a fantastic job as Sunderland's #1 goalkeeper. But do we need a better replacement for Anthony Patterson? Because Mr. Bass, for me, isn't blowing his trumpet that well, isn't really doing himself any justice, Mr. Bass. So I think we could do with probably a better substitute goalkeeper, somebody with a bit of experience in the Championship. Gooch keeps his place right back, Alessi left back, 09 and Bart. Now, was it a 4-2-2 against Watford? Or was it a 5 against Watford? Or was it just integrating and intermixing and doing all sorts of things? You know, because Embleton and Pritchard, I thought Pritchard had a decent game. But to be fair, Watford were a good side and they've recently sacked the manager. I can't believe Watford have sacked the manager after 10 games. How pathetic is that? I mean, what kind of owner gives a manager 10 games? A young lad coming through the ranks. He's come from Forest Green. His name eludes me right now. Come from Forest Green, got them promoted. He took a chance going to Watford. 10 games. They only a couple of points off the playoffs. Early doors, trying to put his stamp down. Or I think what the guys realise. I think he's, I think Billy Chew's coming to Watford. I think the owners realise he's available and thought, I'm going to try and get him in, get rid of this lad and get him in. I think it's a bit of a sham. I think it's shocking the way some managers are treated after such a small amount of time in charge of clubs. Now, score predictions. I am going to go for a score prediction of Sunderland 1, Preston 0. Close game, very tight game, 1 goal in it. You know, we let it go. We score goals for fun, and we let goals in for fun. Preston do the complete opposite. So will it be a high-end tempo game with a high-scoring one goal in it victory, or will it be a low-scoring game, tight defensive game? So I say I'm going to go for 1-0 win to Sunderland. Now, you leave your score predictions down below in the comment section here, and let me know the answer to that question is. The answer to the question is, what shirt would you want if you won? Would you want the ladies' England shirt or the men's Real Madrid? That is the answer to the question. What shirt would you want if you do not want to be involved in the shirt competition? Just have a score prediction down for the table, and that is it. So yes, if you get the score prediction right, your name goes in the hat, unless you're trumped by someone who gets 2 score predictions right, Saturday and Tuesday. I hope you've enjoyed the video. It's a mild video because I've got a bit of a sore throat. I'm a little bit hoarse at the moment. I'm not feeling 100% that well. I will take a COVID test before I go to the match on Saturday, just to be on the safe side. But like I said before, leave your score prediction down. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Got to be a subscriber if you want to win a shirt. Thanks for supporting the channel. Much appreciated. Take care. God bless me. God go with you. And if there's anything else I'm forgetting about, I do apologise. I don't think Dennis Serkin is anywhere near ready for the bench. My personal opinion, I think Dennis Serkin is too far away yet to be on the bench. I don't think he'll be on the bench. That's just my personal opinion. Sims, for me, will be on the bench unless Tony Mowbray decides to start him. At the end of the day, Tony Mowbray's had a fantastic start to his managerial career at Sunderland. I want to say well done, Tony Mowbray. Brilliant start, doing a great job. But will Tony put a spanner in the works? Will he shake it up and start Bennette on Saturday? Or Bennette, do we start the young lad? Do we give the lad a young start? Or do we bring him on after 60 minutes? That's the question of the day. We'll see you again. We'll see you later. And bye. Thanks for watching.